Right.
How is he gorgeous?
1 minute, Zai. I just showed Zai a picture of this guy called Jeremy Meeks, who's blown up the internet because people are just fawning over him because they feel that he's the most gorgeous man alive. And I showed her the version of the unphotoshopped version. So Zai, come here, please. Come. Tell me what you said again.
Well, what I said is the first time I looked at him, I was like, I know that guy's going to be in prison. He's showing off like normally other men would do. He's already shown off enough and he's in prison now. And people think this man is gorgeous. Then there's something wrong with them.
Why? But wait. I wish I'd recorded what your opinion was before because it was so slick. But okay, when you look at him, just tell me what you see. Just tell me what you see. What do you think?
Well, what I think, from the first time I knew he would have been in prison. I knew.
Why?
Because look at that face.
We love that.
Look at that face. He's like this. And men like that normally go to prison. He's either taking drugs or smoking cigarette. If he's not, then I don't know what's unhappy about his life. He didn't have to go to prison. He could have gone to school. He could have gone to
maybe he did go to school.
Maybe he did, but so what? He didn't have to end up in prison.
But why do you think he's unhappy? Like from the first time you saw him, what makes him look unhappy? Because people are looking at this picture thinking that he could be a model. You know, models have quite serious faces. So what made you look at this and think he's a bad guy? He might not really be a bad guy.
Well, I don't know what made me think he's a bad guy. But look at him, really. Really. Look at this face. Look at this face. How can you fall in love with this face?
Zion, why do you make me mash up the camera? Stop showing
that face.
Alright, Zion, calm down. You can explain what you're saying without all the drama. But the reason why my daughter is probably frustrated is because I asked her opinion about what she thought of him first. And do you remember what you said?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said that man looks unhappy. Like he has an unhappy life. And he probably ruined his happy life. And made it unhappy.
Just from a picture, Zai?
Yes, just from a picture. And he's probably smoking cigarette or taking drugs.
But what in the picture?
If he isn't...
But why? Why? There's nothing...
I don't know why, but it's just look at him. How can you fall in love with that face? It's just a picture for crying out loud.
So yeah. Anyway, you said your opinion. What do you have for... Okay, what would you say to the woman of the world who's falling in love with this man?
I say, honey, let me give you some advice. That man in that picture, it's just a picture. How can you fall in love with a picture? Have you watched the programs when they put up faces of pictures and it's not really them? Well, that might be really him, but how can you still fall in love with him? That man, he's in prison. He's gone in prison for something, and you're sending him money. Sending someone money for going in prison? My goodness.
Boy, I don't know what to say. Zai? You can be entertaining at times, but I think you've got a very valid point. So there's no difference between the dark skin picture or the light skin picture?
There's no difference. I don't see any difference. They're just both the same people. One's dark and one's light. They're just pictures. How can you fall in love with a picture? It's just been taken. He might be like old by now. He might have a different face, and then when you go and meet him, and he's rich, and he's a king, and he's like, oh, and you see him, and he's not like that, and you're like, oh, I want to take my money back. You can't take your money back because you've already spent it. So, ladies out there, if you are gonna spend your money on someone who went in prison, then I don't know what to say. But love is blind.
Zion, you're a wise little girl, you know. Wise little girl. I hope people listen to you. Anyway, that's all I'm going to record. We haven't got anything else to say?
Love is blind. Completely blind. Look at that man. How can you fall in love with a man that went to prison? Love is blind. That's all I got to say. And if none of you listen to me, then, I don't know. That's your choice. Turn it